We are
Hey,
Omie, and I'm
good
AD.
evening.
And the look, somebody hit me with the good evening the other day on a text message. I almost dropped my phone. I was, oh, I didn't know how to handle it. I was like, well, hello there.
Yeah,
you know,
hello, hello.
well, hello there, ma'am. How are
Mhm.
you? Like,
Yeah,
I started sounding like Wyatt Earp off a Tombstone. Like, I'll be your Huckleberry.
yes,
Like,
indeed.
yeah, which brings up a what does that say? That's a nice cup. Fill me up, Lord. Fill me up. Take the wheel,
Take
Jesus.
the wheel.
Take the wheel.
Won't he do it?
He needs to. What I need him to do is I need him to get involved in my life with this dating situation.
Oh, Lord.
Uh,
Jesus.
like oh, it's been
It's
good, but
hard.
it's hard out here for a parent. You know
Lord
what I'm
mercy.
saying? You know what I'm saying? It's all about the profile picture. I'm gonna start mine off with this one next time.
Just
Like
like that.
this, you know
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then I got an intro. We're gonna do like this right here.
Hmm.
Okay, so we went with the long intro because I had to get another Sour Patch Kid. It was, whoo, these Sour Patch Kids go hard over here. God,
I was
good.
over here like, okay, okay. Did
It,
did he ghost me? Like, what are
I
we
know-
doing?
what do you do? It's like
What are you doing? What are you doing?
he's gone. He's gone. Now I'm over here trying to hold myself back from these Halloween Sour Patch Kids, but no, man, we cyber dating,
Sorry.
cyber dating. Lord have mercy, cyber dating.
This is please educate. Educate and entertain.
Educate and entertain. Okay, so
Yeah.
cyber dating basically is defined as meeting or dating someone that you've met online.
Oh
Okay,
my. You've been doing
right.
that forever.
Dog, I've been out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm fading on the game now. Like I used to be when I was 20, 30. Ah,
You,
but now I'm out here.
you,
I'm out
you
here
fake.
Dirk on them boys. I'm out here Dirk. I ain't trying to go in the paint no more.
Oh my
Ah,
god. Oh my
I'm trying
god.
to
That
fade
paint
them up.
crowded. What, the paint is crowded, the paint is
Ah,
dirty. The
the
what
paint is
what's
the paint is crowded. The paint is dirty. Um, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people playing post that don't know what they're doing.
okay?
They need to stick with it. Stay out there shooting guard.
Yeah.
Be,
Play
don't
defense.
play
That's you.
defense. You Gary Payton, don't come in here with Shaq
Yeah.
and the rest of us. It's okay. But
Okay.
it's hard out here for a pimp in the dating game. But it's evolved a lot from chat rooms on AOL to even what we had is in high school, like chat rooms where you would talk to other people on the phone, like, "Hey, girl, where you from? I'm from Mesquite," and they lie to you about a bunch of stuff. But
Okay.
um, it's evolved now to apps. And so cyber dating has basically evolved along the lines of technology of how
Mhm.
to meet people. And
Mhm.
so in the beginning, you were in chat rooms, you were, ASL. If you don't know what ASL means, it's age, sex, location,
Okay.
because you would be in the chat room full of people from everywhere else, and you'd be like, you know, 24, male, Dallas. And
Okay.
then girls were like,
Then
oh, what's up?
that weave out. That
Yeah,
was the weave out
there
process.
was weave at because
So
he's
being
like, you
like,
know
I'm
what?
in Dallas.
Hey, what's up, boo?
Oh,
Let me
I'm
check
here.
you out.
Okay.
Because this was back in the day when it was AOL 4.0 and a little bit of that Yahoo Messenger. So you go check out her profile, and depending on when you was on this thing, you might get the full picture. You might get the full body pic, or you might
Okay.
just get the profile because it was hard out there for a pimp with that dial up. You know, because you know the back then you had to have a scanner, so
Okay.
you just couldn't get you just couldn't just take you a picture. You
Okay.
had to take the picture with your friends, and then you had to go get
And
it
then
developed.
crop it.
Yeah, you had to get it developed at Walgreens.
Oh,
You had to take it to Walgreens, and you
okay.
had to get the picture developed. Then you had to find somebody that had the scanner, or
Oh, okay.
Walgreens was gonna charge you an extra $3 to scan it and put it on a disc. And then you come home, so you got your best 5 pictures on there.
You that's a commitment, dog. Like
So now you got to keep up with this floppy disk. You don't want to lose the floppy disk.
oh, you don't wanna break it.
No, because if you lose the floppy disk, now you ain't got no pictures, and you
You got no
can't be
pic
in there. You can't be age, sex, location
with
with no
no
pics,
profile pic.
no
And that's
picture,
still today, right? I mean, you can't be matching with nobody that you can't see.
dog. And that's gonna
You rather be lied to than not see it at all.
thank you, and that's gonna roll into our do's and don'ts of
Okay.
cyber dating.
Okay.
But speaking of lied to, dog, they've been catfishing since way back in the day. Let me tell you. So senior year,
Okay. It's a
you
catfish.
know, yeah, I rolled with my crew
Yes.
of the gang,
Okay.
and we all were on AOL 4.0, and so it was summertime. They had the discs were in Blockbuster. You could go in, get a new 300-hour disc, and act like you never paid for it or whatever. And so we were meeting ladies all over the wonderful city of Dallas. We just everywhere. It was just women we were meeting.
Okay.
And I remember this one young lady, and we were, at the tender age of 18. And so we're so excited because I'm excited because she showed me some pictures of some really attractive lady. And she's told me we're going to the mall in Arlington, and we're going to go to Vicky's Secrets, and we're going to go to Frederick's, and we're going to try stuff on. And I'm going to get to
And
sit in the waiting room.
you gonna sit on your throne and
I'm
watch.
gonna sit in the throne, I'm saying you can't see my hands, but I'm doing the one where they go across your hand,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like yeah,
yeah, yeah. Try that
man.
on. Yeah, let me see. Spin
Oh,
around. That's
oh, hey, turn around for me, ladies, one time. And
yeah.
so we get there, and I meet her outside of this bench on Fredericks or Hollywood, and I'm expecting this fine tender, which must have been her freshman year picture. And then the goddamn ogre from Shrek comes around the
Don't do
corner.
that. Don't do
Dog, no. When you catfish people, you don't get no goddamn sympathy. Excuse me. Like she looked like the ogre from Shrek. All right.
that. Okay.
Everything about her was not attractive and didn't look nothing like she told me. And so she's, the whole time I'm looking at her like,
She
she's like,
recognized you immediately.
I mean, look, in every profile that I have, my picture is with it at least 3 months old.
Okay.
At the max, 3 months old. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, but no. And so she's like, "Do you want to go, Fred?" Mm-mm. Nope. What do you want to do? I want to go home. So I go home. I want to go home. We 18 back then. I think it was me and Kirk was with me, and we didn't give a crap back
I was
then.
about to say, I know you said something real ignorant.
hmm And that was it. I went to Mrs. Fields, and that was the end of the day. We went back home and got on AOL and
Uh,
find out what our next sortie was going to lead to. But
okay. So how has have those stories evolved, or are they pretty much different day, same shit?
different day, same shit. Just look. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you how they evolved. There's
Okay.
filters now, so
Okay.
you don't you don't have to take a picture. You don't have to post a picture of 95 with you with the French roll and the finger waves on.
Uh-huh.
You could just post a picture now, and you can use the Pixar image to make your eyes big like this and cute, and then
Okay.
you can use the thing to, like, crop your face in, and then you can, like, make your skin look a little softer and your eyes look a little bluer, and then, like, shit, like, you can filter upon filter upon filter. And a lot of people don't think that this really makes a difference, but we both are science majors and we know how the brain works. Story before we go into the don'ts once again. I meet a young lady on Plenty of Fish, you
Okay.
know
Okay.
and
I've heard of that one.
she's familiar with Plenty of Fish.
Yeah.
And I go over to her apartment to hang out, and she's like, "Hey, I know we are supposed to hang out, but my child's father, baby daddy hadn't came to pick up the kids yet. He's on the way. Like, is that okay? I see there's a question in the room.
How long? Because that's gonna maybe I need to wait. How
Okay.
long? Because you said you went to the house. Now, how far along was this from meeting her off of the app?
So how long had I known her before I got invited to her house?
Yeah.
Oh, within 5 days.
Oh no. Okay. Come on.
But you gotta understand, this is me we talking about, not the rest of them cats. Like, I'm different. Like, I'm
But
the
she
real.
don't know that.
Yes, she does. I'm bona fide, as they said. You know,
Okay.
I'm bona fide. You can tell when you talk to me that I'm bona fide. And
Okay.
so,
Come on.
so anyway, I get over there and I've seen these pictures on Plenty of Fish. You know, she sent me some pictures and stuff, and I could tell there's filters.
Okay.
So we get there. I get there and walk in, and somebody opens the door, and I look and I go. She goes, "Hey, good to meet you." And I'm like, "Hey," because you look kind of like you, but it's almost like, it's kind of like, it's like a little bit like you, kind of like, like that. And so the whole time I'm sitting here trying to talk to her, and my brain won't make the connection that this is the voice that we've been talking to. And
Okay.
so it's like
Okay.
every time
Because
you say
you had a different picture all
yes,
the time. Oh yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and the thing is, the filter work was so good, it did not look like her at all. Like, the round shape of the face was there, but
Yeah.
whatever the fuck I was looking at from Sony Pixar images or whatever,
Oh my
that was
god.
not. She was filter queen. And
Okay.
so my brain couldn't really connect who I was talking to. So it was almost like a dysfunction. She would say something and it would be like, doo doo doo, we're sorry. The number you have reached has been disconnected or is no
You
longer in
you
service.
you went back to your AOL days.
Oh,
Oh,
the
okay.
Ma, hang up the phone. I'm trying to get a full download. Like, it
Oh
was
my god.
horrible.
I
And so,
can't. No.
dog, this is
So what do you do? Do you, because now you at her house. So do you say, okay, well, this you couldn't get over. Did you get over it to have a full
no,
night, or
dog,
did you
no,
just leave?
no. She even made it very obvious that she wanted to have cunnilingus and hot steaming relations, and I passed
Well, of
because
course she did. She invited you over just knowing you find a whole stranger.
no, that
Just
wasn't that
not
wasn't a
there.
problem. That wasn't a problem at all. This is cyber dating we're talking about.
So
Uh,
that's what happens.
it could.
Okay.
It could. I've got lots of stories. I've got lots of stories.
You
So
got at least 20 years of stories.
I've got at least 20 years of stories. We can
Yeah.
sit here and just recant a
Oh
bunch
my
of a
god.
bunch of the
Okay,
situations
so
that turned
do you
bad.
have any, okay, man, I got so many questions because I intentionally didn't
Ask,
want to talk to you about.
ask, because you don't know about cyber dating. Ask.
No, no, I don't know about cyber dating. I tell you, it's the thought of having to do it scares the shit out of me.
Hmm.
I'm like, I'm so old. I'm like, just come. I'd be like, just meet me, say something on the cereal aisle. Like, why we got to do all this? I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to go, like setting up a profile, like the filters and stuff that you talk about. Like, I don't, how do you go about all this? It's just too much. It's a lot of pressure.
It's
It
a
just feels like
lot.
a lot of pressure.
It's a
Then I got
lot.
to worry about if you like, are you? Are you a whole person, or like, are you? It's
And then
just
we're
too
gonna
much.
we're gonna one up it. Now people, not only can you fake who you are here, but there's with cyber dating, there's this period of time that you have to figure out if this person really is the person that they say they are financially and stably.
Well, that was my next question. That was one of my questions, is being catfish on the physical, like how often is that compared to catfish on another level? How do you even, but I guess except for the
It's
how they
another story.
look, I
How many
guess
stories you want?
besides how they look, you could technically get fooled meeting somebody in person too.
Oh
So
yeah,
well,
100%. Like
yeah,
I said,
you can get ghosted by somebody you meet. All these other things could happen except for knowing what they look like. Would you agree?
100%,
Okay.
100%. And the thing is, with the way things are now, you have these dating apps, and so you can say, "Oh, I like this person." Swipe right, swipe
Right.
left, and everybody thinks it's really just as simple as swiping left, swiping right, but it's not. So you have to say something about the picture that you're swiping on so the young lady knows you're truly interested. You just can't swipe right and she's like, "Well, let me see who swiped right today." Because it's the dating app and there's dudes out there, and dudes just are out there on a turkey shoot. They just out there to boo, 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 boo. They just swiping on everything, trying to see what they can pull
What
and
they catch.
what they can catch.
Oh,
And and it becomes a problem.
yeah.
And so now you got all these they little DM boxes full of messages, you know, and now you got to try to decipher who you really want to talk to, and then you get one and you realize 4 months down the line that he ain't really got no job, and you you're in a relationship with him and you hate this dude, and it's awkward.
Well, I guess that's the that's the catch 22. Whether or not, I guess, how soon to actually physically meet these people, because the sooner you can kind of really in real life integrate your life, maybe perhaps the sooner you can figure out if they full of shit or not.
And see, I like what you said. The term here is not so much as meet, but integrate your life. Because you can always meet somebody. Oh, we've gone out like on dates for like 2, 3 months, and like if you never really get to be involved in this person's life, like ride in a person's car, see if their car
Mhm.
is fucking filthy. Go
Mhm.
over. This so important to go to someone's apartment with just I love the, "Hey, would you like to come back to my place?" Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Because now Sherlock Homeboy is about to investigate, just like Sherlock Homegirl would investigate if she came over to my apartment.
Well, but
Because,
see, let me say, this just me.
yes,
You know me. I'm not. Yeah, it's too scary out there. I'm not gonna just go over to nobody's house right away that I have, like, that I don't know at all.
yeah,
No, because
yeah,
no, next thing I know, I'm locked in a cage with my damn kidneys being taken out or some shit like that.
yeah.
I'm not
Put the
doing that.
lotion in the basket.
Yeah, no, no,
100%.
I'm not. That's not to say we couldn't go to a uh uh like, I guess, a hotel, or that's
Yeah.
not somebody's. But to go to your house, just no, no. Mm-mm,
Look, so
mm-mm.
it usually occurs because the way the dating apps go, you meet someone, you talk a little bit, you kind of get a good feeling, then you meet them. And from what I'm judging by, things go well when you meet and hang out. You're like, "Okay, I'm comfortable with this person. We've hung out for 3 or 4 hours. Hey, you want to come back to my house?" And this is an age of women that they are empowered. They want to do what they want to do.
That's
Some women
cool.
some
Yeah,
women
that's
just want to
cool.
have sex with you and for you to go home, and you get used. I've been used. Oh, spread the news. If it feel
Yeah,
it good,
and
me. Yeah.
did you feel cheap? How'd you feel?
You know, this woman once told me, she goes, "Don't just fuck me and leave. Stay and cuddle with me for a little bit. It just makes me feel cheap when you leave."
Okay.
And then I had a woman do that to me, and I was like, "Bitch."
Well,
Well,
God,
God, Rudy, you could at least left the money on the dresser. God damn, you make me feel that cheap. Shit,
and
$5.
leave.
Yeah,
Okay.
at least leave $1, like a pity
Uh-uh.
tip. Shit, but
Mm-mm.
it's somebody else I met off of cyber dating, dog.
Yeah.
Like it just it goes. It can go, and sometimes you meet people on cyber dating and you don't strike it off at all. And then sometimes you meet people and y'all end up being really good friends. You're like, "You know what, we probably better off as friends." And then you probably have already had sex with that person too. But you realize that you it's a lot of sex going on with cyber dating, dog. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That's
ain't nobody's out here trying to wait 6 months like Steve Harvey and him said. Cyber dating. If they swipe right, you gonna got 2, 3 dates, you probably about to get that thing.
okay. So then, okay. So it's not the place to be. Okay. I don't even know. I don't even know what to ask, dog.
No, it's true. I'm telling you, it's
No.
Jumanji. I
So
told you, it's wild out here.
No, because I mean, okay, yeah, you hear these stories, but you've all, I mean,
Oh, story. Let me give you
I
another one. This
know,
is
but I guess it's like you meet people where people are, and people are online, right?
yes,
So I
yes,
guess that kind of just goes back. So would you say that that runs parallel with real life dating?
yes,
That like
yeah,
everybody just trying to like we not waiting.
yeah. The thing about real life dating versus cyber dating is
Yeah,
you can kind of
it's lazy.
no, your flaws are hidden
Okay.
versus being out in a dating environment. And
But
I say
only your
this,
physical flaws. Niggas been hiding internal flaws forever.
okay, let me tell you a story that this one lady told me one time. So she meets this dude on Facebook dating, and they agreed that he's gonna come by. They're smokers. She smoked and they smoke. So he was gonna come by. They were gonna smoke and have a smoker session. She says, this van pulls up to my house and the door opens and a guy gets out and lets this handicap ramp down and this dude in a wheelchair rolls up to her door and she
Okay.
was like she didn't know he was in a wheelchair.
Oh, okay. Let me add. Did the profile say he
No.
walked? Okay. I
The, the,
mean,
the profile don't ask if he walked, you know, but you would think that's something that you wouldn't try to slip up on a nigga, like And I will say this much from females who I've seen on dating profiles. Females are very upfront, like, hey, I'm disabled, I'm
okay.
deaf,
Okay.
this is that and the other. Dudes be like, everything's okay, and then he ain't got no legs, and then like he shows up to her apartment. So not only is it awkward because the dude that just dropped you off in the van has taken off, but now this dude with a wheelchair that pulled up to your house, and now you got to get him in your house and prepare your whole life for. And
Oh my God. I
now he's
can.
asking, and he asked if she wanted to go somewhere, and she was like, she's like, nigga, you could at least told me you was in a wheelchair before you showed up. Like, it's like
Okay.
this is the thing with cyber dating. Like, you have to be honest and upfront. What do these
But
people
people
say?
not honest in real life.
They not
Only.
no look. There, this authentic self bullshit. Like I said today to someone the other day, I will date your representative for 2 to 3 months, and then I will probably break up with your authentic self because because I'm just they never come to the table with that authentic self
Okay. Let me
bullshit.
ask you. Do you? Are you your? You're your authentic self day one. This is because this is your new profile picture here that we see right here on this screen with this throne. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Well then, because
dog, I'm my
I would,
authentic self.
I would.
I'm my authentic self to the point where you like, my family, like the Larry that comes out in me, like that's how authentic I am on on the first phone call. You're like, now what you say you doing with your car? With your You ain't got no tires on it. No, yeah, this is concerning. You ever been a discount tire? They got discounts
Well,
on
listen.
tires.
I can guarantee you, if she or he is talking about what they ain't got on the first conversation, they looking to get some financial support.
Look,
No,
let's
is
you
that
know.
true? I would.
I think as we go into our 25th minute, let's go ahead and look at the list that Redbook has
Okay.
of don'ts,
Don't.
common mistakes people make while online dating with dating apps.
Okay.
And like I say, I've been doing this. I could literally be an online dating consultant.
Okay.
The lack of success I've had is only because of the lack of success that I've wanted. Okay,
Oh. Okay.
okay.
Oh,
It,
oh, you too deep for me. Uh-huh.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get a snorkel. It's in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, the first thing that Red Book says is not writing a bio or having a boring profile. And so
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna pull up dating profiles and see if they can.
I
Uh,
mean,
so-
it's so like, okay, do you write it like, "Hi, I'm AD. I like long walks on the beach." Like,
oh, perfect, right here. You can see we can see these.
okay, you about to pull one up?
Yeah, here's Kate and Deidre.
What can we pull that up?
Yeah, hold on. I'm pulling it up. I'm
I
pulling it
don't
up.
want no issues.
Nah, they pinch. You know, Pinterest be always trying to ask you for extra stuff.
Oh,
I don't
that's
want
Pinterest.
Pinterest be. They be on that bullshit. Um.
Watch your mouth. I love Pinterest.
Oh, excuse me.
Where do I
Uh,
get? I get my
Pinterest be on that.
recipe. I'm on there for recipes. I ain't even know what you about to pull up is even on there.
All
Okay.
right, me neither. But
Okay.
anyway, we're gonna look at Kate and Deidre.
Okay. Oh,
And
these are
so
examples.
yeah,
Okay.
and so this area right here would be your
Let,
profile.
let me
But
put my glass. Let me.
you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
Let me put it. Okay, so
Okay. Here we go.
why did it do that? See, now it did a bunch of
There you
stuff.
go.
Yeah.
There
I'm
you go.
sarcastic and I'm never far away from a cheeky one liner. I do little dances sometimes. I'm a huge baseball fan, also enjoy hockey. I also I really love Broadway musicals, definitely a total theater nerd. Now,
Now I like Deidre's better.
you like Deirdre's better?
I mean, not necessarily who they are as a person. Deidre's just sounds a lot more direct. Like, what the hell does I do little dances? Like, what kind of dances is that?
I'm gonna tell you what else. When it says I'm sarcastic or you
You're
make
an
the mistake,
asshole.
yeah, or I like to just, I talk, I say direct what I mean, and
Yeah,
people don't like me because I'm blunt to the point. No,
yeah,
you're an
you're
asshole.
an asshole.
You
Yeah,
have not healed from anything that you've dealt with in your life, and now
yeah,
you just want to be an asshole to as many people as you
as
possibly
possible.
can be.
Right, okay.
So screw that. So yeah, you want to have a little bit of meat and potatoes
Okay.
in your dating profile right there. Um, and
But
it
Deidre's
doesn't need to be
only
boring.
said 70%.
No, that don't pay attention to them numbers.
Oh, okay, okay,
Don't pay
okay,
attention to them numbers. We're just
okay.
using these for examples so you
I
can see
got okay, I got you,
what
I
the
got
profiles
you.
look
Okay.
like. You
Now,
know,
okay, so who do you think? Because you say you 100 from jump, but
authentic.
authentic. Okay,
Yeah.
but if you ask women, I bet you they would say that they're authentic. Me, so it's probably about 50-50. You think of people bullshitting on it?
Yeah, I think well, I'm gonna say less men and women. I'm gonna say everybody is probably 25% people being authentic. 25% people being authentic. 50% of people are probably hurt coming out of relationships or divorces and really haven't just kind of gotten themselves to the point that they even really know who they are because they lost themselves in those particular relationships. And then you have the other 25% who just don't know what the fuck is going on right now. And it's just out here just like, I'm on dating apps and I'm trying to get laid. And so you have all these people and it
But
really
it's
makes
all in one melting pot.
it's one melting pot. And so now you have people who can actually go and Google things like what I'm looking at right here and go, ooh, so I need to write an intriguing profile, like we just read.
Mhm.
Um, Here's another one, but having nothing but group pictures in your profile. That's the one thing I hate. I hate that
Cause,
so bad.
you don't know who it is.
I don't know who it is because, like, look, we got this picture right here, right? And so I'm gonna enlarge. I'm gonna zoom in. So, which one of these women in this picture
Is you.
is I'm trying to get
Yeah.
at?
Yeah.
Because normally I'm gonna tell you which one it is. It's probably the one that I don't want to talk to. it's, it's, it's usually who it is. And the problem when you put so many people in your profile that have groups in your profile, I'm usually gonna see somebody in your friend group that looks better than you, and I'm going, I probably don't want to date her because I'm gonna be looking at her friend kind of sexy like every time I see her.
Okay,
So
but okay. Let me just say, this is okay. I know the physical is very, very important,
yeah,
but it starts to sound a little shallow as well because, okay, tell me this. Some of the people that you've met, I know they didn't look like the picture that they saw, but had you not been uh, dealt the foolery,
hmm
would they have still been as unattractive to you? Does that question make sense?
yes. If based on
Like based on
who
like
they were and who I've been
yeah, yeah,
seeing
yeah,
them as a person, would they still be as unattractive? Yes.
yeah.
Yes, you lied. You straight up lied. There's
No,
no other way to say
no,
it,
no,
man.
no,
You
no,
lied,
no, no,
dog.
no,
You
no, no,
lied.
no. Given that they hadn't lied, like given if you there was no lie and you just saw their regular. authentic face.
So they were not the most attractive person, but I was
Yeah,
like
like okay, like
that
once
doesn't happen on social media
it
day on
doesn't happen.
cyber dating because if she's not cute, I'm not gonna swipe right on her.
Okay, but who? Okay, I understand that, but
But if
what
I
I'm
swipe
saying,
right on her and then come to find out she ain't as cute as I thought she was,
no, like okay, the lady that house you went to.
yeah,
Okay, without the filter, was she just ugly? Like, if you would have seen her picture without the filter, would you have proceeded?
yeah, 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 I
You
would
would
have,
have, right?
I would have,
Okay, so
yeah,
she became very unattractive when you found out it was a lie.
yes.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yes,
Okay,
100%.
okay, okay.
It became very unattractive when I found out that she had verified that she had
When you
lied.
verified,
The
okay,
lying,
the lie.
An-
Okay,
another couple tips is too many pictures with the opposite sex.
okay.
I agree with this, but I also, as a black man who dates all across the spectrum of
Yes,
women,
indeed. Come on, Robin.
I like to see you with a picture of another brother, like a hanging out brother. Like, oh look, I'm with my group of friends, and there's some color in your group of friends. Even
Okay.
as if I'm looking at a black woman and I don't see any color in your group of friends,
What
because
what
color,
kind of we mean on a lighter hue?
it, red and yellow, black and white, they are
Okay,
precious in the
okay,
sight.
okay,
Like everybody, Mexicans, Chinese
okay,
people,
okay,
everybody, well, everybody that Clayton Bigsby hated, I like to see some variety in
okay,
the picture. What they call
okay.
it, diversity. I like to
Diverse.
see diversity in your friend group because I have a diverse friend group, and I can't be with anybody who's just like, I don't like white people. I don't like you.
What?
you
Hold on. I'm feeling attacked,
yeah.
Omar, because I may not have you may not see much other than chocolate within my friend group, but you know that I can have and be around anybody.
Yes, but you're also not on a dating app, so you don't have to show me
Right,
that
but
on a dating.
if I was on one, don't charge it to my heart just because you don't see me standing up there with
Well, that's poor.
with
That's
the
poor.
United
That's poor
Nations.
advertisement. So you don't see how this is going. Cyber dating is advertisement. You don't sit there and put the worst picture of the cheeseburger on the board. You put
Okay,
this cheeseburger that don't look nothing like the
all
one you're
right.
gonna get in this bag in there, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna go pay $4.95 for it and go. This don't look like it, but I'll eat it anyway. So
I
yeah,
did okay, so
yeah.
duly noted. Okay,
And
so
you also got to remember, people here are cyber dating. They're trying to meet their life partner. So you're
no,
trying to
y'all not.
give.
No, you're not.
Yes, they
No,
are. Yes,
you
yes,
just
they
no,
are.
you're not.
Look, you got to look at these commercials from places like Match and what's the people that make you fill out a 45-page questionnaire about what
There's
you want?
there's
Um,
no way you trying to meet your life partner if you are dishonest from jump. Like, I mean, I'm talking about again when we was kids 20 years
yes,
ago, maybe. Now though,
you're right. If you are out there being dishonest, you're not. But there are some people out there, and regardless, I know I've talked about a lot of bad tales or fun
yes.
tales, but there's a lot of women that I have met that are beautiful, honest, truthful, great women.
What
W-
happened?
We just didn't click. We just didn't vibe. Like, I'm mature enough to go. I'm just not really feeling this. You know, one lady, we were doing really well, and I went to go play video games. With my homies and hang out, and she called me like 25 times, back to back to back to back. Thank you. Don't know how to handle that, but gotta let you go. Gotta let you go. There was nothing really wrong with her except that's the way that she chose to handle that situation. Some of these young ladies, like, they're really, really nice young ladies, but what I see that you want or where you're going and what you want out of a relationship in the longevity term is not something that I'm willing to put forth or be involved in. And it's very easy to go, no, I don't want to be in this relationship because I would rather have a relationship that's more like this and go with something different. So cyber dating does give you the ability to have a little bit of I don't think I really want to be with you and find somebody else as easily as opening your phone.
It's right there. You ain't got to
Yeah,
go. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. After my last relationship, I was cyber dating within minutes.
Next.
Next, let me get the profile picture up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here's the question. Which with so much. Okay. The last. How many relationships have you been in? If you want to tell, how many relationships have you been in 2022
2022, that's this year, right?
from cyber dating? You
From
can.
cyber dating, one. I've been in one relationship from
Oh,
cyber dating.
okay.
Yeah,
The others were from real reality, like real. Yeah.
I've been in a lot of relationships. Oh, the first one was from reality. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
one.
okay. Well then, so it's not that many. Okay.
No, no, no.
And I was just gonna say, it's just what I was leading to, or gonna lead to, is that it just seems with it being just so accessible, like you say. I mean, we break up over cyber,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like the next second I can be texting somebody else. So with
Yeah.
with it being served to you so frequently and so quickly,
Mm-hmm.
is there enough time in between to is there healing that needs to be done before you just continue to throw your line, or how to like do you when you get somebody, do you put your profile like what is that
Yeah.
process?
Now you
Is
can
it
put your
different?
profile on hold. So you can
Okay.
put it on pause. Like I found somebody I think I like. You put your profile on pause, and then you work it out, and then you can say, "Look, I'm cutting my profile. Like I'm done. This is working out for me very well. I'm gonna end my profile and be done." Or you can put it on pause, like I did, and then it didn't work out, and you get back home and you unpause that thing and see who's
Party
been
room.
messaging you, and then you get it in.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And so, but it does it does serve a point to say it makes it very easy for you just to go. However, it does make it very easy to say, fuck, I don't want to deal with that bullshit for the rest of my
Mm,
life and move on. Because
yeah.
you can find somebody else in your zip code, area code within 50 to 150-mile radius of wherever you say you are right now. So it does give a little bit of a leeway and freedom.
It really just depends, I guess, on what you're trying to
Yeah, what
do.
you're trying to do. And when you say what you're trying to do, we talk about bringing up baggage early on, which is
Okay.
what you talked about. If you just out to talk about some bills and stuff, then
Okay.
you don't want to bring it up. You would be surprised how quickly, probably after the fourth date, something kind of slips out about a bill or something that they haven't, or someone hasn't done or been doing. And eventually that's going to lead to something that you're going to have to pay for later or help them with. So there are a lot of people out there. Some people are looking for a companion, some people are looking for sex, and some people are looking for financial help. Like I said, it's a wild world out there in cyber dating,
Wild
and
Wild West.
wild west. And I say the best way, a couple tips to keep you safe and
Yeah.
ready for cyber dating
Come on.
are: number one,
Number one.
use your best instinct.
Okay.
if
That
it
gut is
feels if it feels unsafe, if it feels too good to be true, do more research.
okay.
you know Ladies, this is the truth: do not go over to his house for the first date.
No. No.
Do not go to his
Do not.
house for the first date.
And I might ask, don't have him come to your house for the
For
first
the
date
first
either.
date. First date,
Or
I would say this much: go Dutch. Go
okay.
Dutch. The reason I
Okay.
say go Dutch is because you really see what someone's pockets are like if you go Dutch. Because if I usually $60 to $100 is what I spend on myself at a restaurant when I go out. So if we go Dutch and you spend 15 and I spend 60, I'm now concerned about either you just really frugal or do you really have money, you know, because it
You
just becomes a thing.
you're concerned about the woman.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm. Because it should be her concern about me if I just come in there and order water and a garden salad,
Well,
you
yeah,
know.
but I guess li- at my age and the women that I know that are now entering the dating pool and into the dating world, that's a whole nother topic. That Dutch ain't about to happen.
Look,
It just
I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell them like this right now. You can point them to this point in the show. I've been doing this for years. Anybody that has nothing going on can afford to pay for a Louis Vuitton bag and a fancy ass date all the time. All right, go Dutch.
Well, it's
Go
not
Dutch.
about it's more about the dating aspect. Like 'cause
Look,
that's been
look.
that's the thing I hear. Men don't want to date. You don't want to ask me out. You don't want to pay. Like if you're inviting me to a date like that old school, like then that's what we need to do. And then that's where authenticity comes into play. Because so many, I don't know
Oh,
that
look,
they
look.
listen.
It's look for everybody who's recently divorced and back in the dating game. I'm gonna tell you like this with that bullshit that y'all be talking about. Man need to date me and take me out. Your husband, ex-husband, didn't even date you to take you
That's
out.
why he an
So,
ex-husband.
and that no, he's not an ex-husband because of that. That's why he's a husband. He's an ex-husband because he didn't fulfill whatever the rest of his duties was when he got in there. Because if he was gonna be an ex-husband because he didn't take you out on the first goddamn date, he wouldn't have been a husband in the
Well,
first
no,
place.
not the first. No, not
So
the first date. No, listen.
I'm
What?
listening.
No, go ahead. That's a whole. We'll get to that topic.
Okay,
That's a good.
but what I'm saying, I feel you. But
Okay.
what I'm telling you, there are people out here that will do everything they can to play into that. To like, I'm gonna take her out on a date. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Da 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 da. And then 6 months later, this nigga is living in your house and
No,
he ain't
I
got
get
no
that part.
job.
I understand that. That I do understand. But I would argue well, I guess I don't know. My thing is, but who's to say that the nigga that's telling me to go Dutch ain't trying to drive my car and have me pay for other stuff?
Nobody said he wasn't.
Yeah. So so
Nobody said he wasn't. But
there's that
I'm
risk either way.
There is, but you have a better chance to know if you've gone out on a date with someone 3 times in a row and they done spent $10 each time that they went, then you might want to start questioning where their money is. Because even then, like you gonna go out on a date and it's like, okay, we're gonna go to have some coffee and stuff. Cool. We went to Cafe Brazil, have some coffee the first date. Second date, we're gonna go, have some ice cream. Third date, we're gonna go walking around. That's fine. Fourth date, where are you gonna go? At some point, y'all have to go to a place where some money has to be spent. Someone is going to, because I'm a drinker, I like to drink. I'm a eater, I like to eat. I'm a fat kid. So at some point, I'm gonna spend some money on something that I want. And I feel like if every time we go out, your objective is to not spend money, then we're not gonna have a good time, period. So we're not gonna vibe there, period. Like, what did my homeboy say? At this age, it's about finance and longevity. Like, we got to pay bills for the rest of our life, and it's the rest of our life. I don't need you to be BSing me because you can afford to take me to Papados or Ocean Air or something 2 to 3 times enough to impress me in between you quote unquote working this that and the other and dealing with your kids, and then I'm in a relationship with you, and then all of a sudden you don't have money for Ocean Air because your child support payments and kicked in, and the woman you was dating before doesn't have any more money to give you so you can take me out to these fancy places, and now your job then cooked out on you and you can't do any of these things. But we're in a relationship and I believe in you because when I first met you, you took me to Ocean Air and you could pay for stuff and you could show me that, he showed me that he was really dating. We have a friend that we know, mutual friend, and I told them once, the dudes that you've dated have all been crazy. And what you told me is they were bold enough to come to you in situations like in a group of friends to come straight up to you and be like, hey, I really want to talk to you. This is that and the other. That dude is crazy. He's absolutely out of his mind. It's not that he's bold. It's not that he's a man and he's this, that, and the other. He's insane. Like there are hunters, actual animals who will see a pack of other animals and go, that's insane for me to run into the middle of this and get one. Let me wait for a stray to come out. Like that's what normal people do. An insane lion is running into a pack of Cape buffalo and probably going to lose really bad and get trampled and die. And so these little things, it's the little things that you got to pay attention to
Now
in
that
cyber
yeah,
dating.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah.
But I would, like I said, I would argue that it's the little things you got to pay attention to in all dating. And
Mm,
some, Because at some point, because I'm okay. Let me ask you this: what's the longest that you'll go just cyber dating without meeting in right, like really sensing that person, being in front of that person?
I'd be comfortable with 2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay,
I'd be comfortable, but that's contrary to what a lot of sites say because they say you should uh get in and meet this person and see them immediately to see if there's like chemistry up front.
okay.
Once again, it's lots of people can fake all that shit up front.
That's very true.
I say if you still around after 2 weeks, you're obviously very interested. Because if you're not, you'd have left and done something else, after a week or two. But the information that I learn or I know about a person after we've gone 7+ days of maybe talking or 8+ days, like because now it's like the whole air of you have to be this person, your representative before you go on this date is over with because you see that I'm not anywhere rushed to be around you. So now you're on the phone and here come the burping and here comes the loud chewing and here comes like the cursing and here comes like,
That
you know,
comes from you or from them?
just from
Or from
whoever,
from
from
people.
from
That's the
people,
exchange.
from
Okay.
pe- from
So
pe-
in
from
two
people.
so in 2 weeks, you found that people have lowered their guard enough to start to really be who they are
Hmm.
over online in just 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, they
Okay.
will lower their guard because there's not that pressure that I have to go out on a date with you. You're really just trying to hang out and be a friend and see who I am as a person. And after that first week, when you're still there, they're usually going to let it down. You're going to hear something like, someone's going to be like, "Oh fuck," you're like, "Oh, there it is. That's it. The wall has fallen down." And you continue and continue to keep talking to this person. And people go, "Oh, you should talk. You talk too much. Y'all talk all the time." It's like, yeah, but the more they talk, the more comfortable that person gets. And the
Mhm.
more comfortable they get, the quicker they are to let the representative go away and the
Mhm.
authentic self show up.
Right.
So then I can make that decision, on the first date when I really go out because you're going to bring your authentic self to the date because you're comfortable now. You don't
Yeah.
have to put on the best clothes because I think it's cute that you wear overalls, or or we've decided that where we're going on the first date is Cafe Brazil, and
Okay.
it's a real impromptu date. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, I want a latte, and it's what is it, 9:40 at night?
Oh,
Are you free? Yeah, okay, let's meet up
oh,
at Cafe
I'm going to
Brazil.
bed.
Yeah, he said, but that's different. You ain't online, and you didn't swipe right on me,
Yeah.
so it'd be different.
Yeah.
When you swipe right on me, you don't want to go to bed early. You want to see what's
Ah!
going on. You know what I'm saying? You want to see what's up. You try to
Yeah.
see what's
Yeah.
up. That's that. It's that. And so, you might go to the impromptu date, but I'm
Okay.
more likely to get you to do an impromptu date where you're comfortable than let's meet at
Something
Potbelly.
played out. Yeah.
Yeah, at 4 o'clock, and then
Yeah.
it's like, oh, girl, look at me.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. I
I don't
I
need
get
that bullshit
I
Instagram
get
date.
that.
Like,
I get that.
I need to meet you for chicken wings or crab legs
I
so I can
get
see what you gonna do. You gonna get down or you gonna
Let's
clown.
go.
Let's
Hey,
go. Where you
listen, always crab legs,
that's
okay?
it. That's it.
Unless unless there's an allergy, okay? Yeah, yeah. No, oh no, no. Throw it back. Throw them
Yeah,
back.
she
Throw
gone.
them back.
She gone. Well, look, my other one is to go eat fried chicken. If you get a fork and knife for the fried chicken, I kind of have to question you.
I'm feeling judged. I'm
You say,
feeling judged.
look, look. If it's a breast, I can understand.
Okay,
Yeah,
listen.
yeah,
Sometimes you got to it be so hot, but I gotta get at it. So I
that's
need you.
different. But
Okay.
at a point, are you going? Am I gonna find you like this with the?
Yes, at some
Okay, yeah,
point. Okay, yeah.
okay, well, that's fine. Then that's good. But if you do this and you got a drumstick and you up here with the knife and fork with the drumstick,
I don't like my hands dirty.
yeah, okay. Well, we got these napkins over here. Like, what are you, a cat? Like, come on.
Yeah.
But you start you start seeing these things and you're like, I don't know if I want to deal with this for the rest of my life.
You don't know. Wait, so you don't know if you want to. So her eating her chicken with a fork for the rest of your that's it. There's
Finally,
no way you
look,
can't bring her home.
look, look,
You know, Pop's gonna say something.
you'll
Okay,
say something. You go look at her like,
what the?
You know that's fried chicken, right?
It is fried chicken. Oh my
And you okay? Where
God.
you
Okay.
from? That's what.
That's the next question.
Where you say she from?
Can't be from here.
You ain't
Can't
from.
be.
Okay.
Can't be.
Yeah, it might, in my case,
Oh.
she must be, my dad be like, white people kind of weird, but
Yeah, cannot. He give him grace and passes because he ain't
yeah,
too sure on the cup. Maybe that's how they do. Maybe
that's what
that's
they do.
how
I
they
don't
do.
know.
I don't know. I can't say for sure.
I don't ever eat fried chicken with white
I
people, so this first
cannot.
time, so it,
Oh,
it happens.
it
But
has.
yeah, there's all little kind of things, and I think I tell people take it back to the high school days. Take it back to when the simplicity of relationships were the conversations that happened after school where your ass fell asleep on the phone. Like, you sleep? No, no, I'm good. I'm good. Nah, I heard you snoring. Like, no, it wasn't me snoring. I was like, I'm not going to bed. So if you can't have a conversation like that with someone to where it's like, I need to go to bed. I'm sleepy,
Mm-hmm.
but I really want to talk to you because I'm having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the person you want to go out on a date with. When you're like, well, it's 10:30. You think I'm gonna head in and be responsible? Like, get the hell out of here. Like, you want to have fun with somebody. Like, we're 40, we're in our 40s.
Yeah.
You're not here to have life with somebody that you're gonna sit up and read books in the library with for the rest of your life, unless that's your thing.
Yeah, I
But
was gonna
most of
say that
us
might
want to
be your
enjoy life.
thing.
Yeah, enjoy life. So, like I say, it's my tips. Go with your first instincts. Always go Dutch. For the first few, just so you can kind of get a taste of what the person's going with. And for a lady standpoint, a lot of guys don't mind you being aggressive. If you want to see us more or you want to do something, hey, you busy on Tuesday? No. Awesome. I got tickets to this Mavericks game. Do you want to come hang out with me? I think one of the most wonderful women that I've ever met. I didn't meet her cyber dating. It was very interesting way we met, but she was aggressive, and she would be like, "Hey, I got tickets to this tonight. Do you want to come and hang out?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like
Were you already into her?
like
See,
I already
no.
thought no. I thought when you say into her, like, when I first met her, did I think she was really cute and all that good stuff? Yes. Because when I first met her, she was married. And I met her on an elevator. She was really pretty. She was a black woman. We were downtown and uptown in one of those fancy buildings. And I loved her hair, and we talked all the way up to her office, and I walked her to her door, and she's like, I was like, can I take you on a date? She goes, you are so handsome, and I really would love to. She goes, but I'm married. She goes, but I'm getting divorced. She goes, but if you give me your number, she goes, I promise you, I will call you when I'm divorced. No lie, she called me leaving the courtroom, and we had lunch the day that she signed her divorce papers. And the next day, she asked me if I wanted to go to things, and even to this day, uh, timing has just kind of been off. Which a lot of us know timing sometimes can be the factor in things. But when we're both single and we both kind of like give it a stab at it, like she's nowhere intimidated to go, hey, meet me here. Hey, I want to hang out with you. I want to see you. Can you meet me for coffee? Or like, I'm coming down this way. Do you have time to see me for a few minutes? And I'll do the same with her. And it becomes a mutual respect. And fellas, it has to be a reciprocity thing. If
I'm
this
about to
woman,
say,
yeah,
there's the key.
yeah,
There's the key.
yeah. If this woman is willing to put herself out on the line and say, "Hey, do you want to hang out? Do you want to come do this?" Then you're gonna have to make that commitment sometimes to when you're just going out and saying, "Hey, I just want to kind of like I said, I'm a big fan of going to for coffee and stuff. And I never thought when I was growing up, you always see the guys like, "Hey, you like to go for a
You're
cup
that
of
guy.
coffee?" And I was like, I'll never want to be that lame ass going for a cup of coffee. And now I'm just like, you want me for a cup of coffee? It's like, yeah, I'll be for a cup of coffee. And
Come
like,
on,
I never,
Tanisha,
come
come
on.
through.
Yeah. And so, I didn't realize, and this lady's like, well, the cup of coffee is like so intimate because it's just you two like at the table and you're
Yeah,
talking.
yeah,
And it really depends on where you go for this cup of coffee. A coffee shop sometimes is a good place for a cup of coffee, but I've also found that a coffee shop sometimes is too busy.
Mhm.
for a date. There's too
Mm.
much going on. So
Mhm.
sometimes you want to find a place that's a real restaurant that actually offers coffee.
First coffee.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I
But
prefer
y'all have agreed to just drink coffee.
drink coffee. Yeah, and it's not. I'm not opposed to it. Like I know I've gone to Cafe Brazil in Dallas. It's one of
That's
my
your place.
favorite.
Oh,
That's
they're
my place.
sponsoring tonight's show.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's Cafe Brazils. Find them off of 75,
Right.
161,
Okay.
downtown Dallas, and other
Yeah.
locations around the
Yeah.
DFW
Okay.
area. Great crepes and coffee, Cafe Brazil.
Cafe.
But
Yeah.
it's a very open place. There's always lots of windows. There's always lots of people. It's open 24 hours a day. They
Mm.
actually have fresh ground, great coffee that they serve in actually like white coffee cups, and they have like great desserts. Sometimes you might want to just have like coffee and a piece of cake, or
Mhm.
if someone's hungry, it's like you want to split a crepe. You know, want to split some crepes or something like that. Just have a coffee and crepe. And so Cafe Brazil is a really good place. Also, it's just the music's never too loud. Unless it's about 2:30 in the morning after the club closes on the weekend, it's
Mhm.
never really bustling too much unless you're at the Deep Ellum location.
Okay.
Shout outs. I'll be back for my free cup of latte
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Saturday.
Mhm. Yeah.
But it's a very good place, I say, to meet someone. And the price, if everybody's not a baller, everybody's not Kanye West and Jay-Z on the dating scene. Some people are regular people like me. And the price point at Cafe Brazil is not gonna break you. I mean, I've been there for hours and I've yet to break $100 tab at Cafe Brazil with two people. So it's a good place to go. So yeah, I'm the cheesy guy that likes coffee right now. So anyway,
Mm,
try
let me.
that next time
I'm
date.
a. I see our time. I gotta close. So
Yeah.
all the cyber dating that you've done, what what's the downfall? What's happened?
Um, I think with all the saying, see, look, we already got see somebody. Cafe Brazil is always a win. I
Listen,
think
hey, we need free food. We need free coffee.
I'll be
I
there
don't
for the
drink coffee,
latte.
but tea. I need
Yeah,
a tea.
latte and tea for me and my co-host, por favor.
Oh,
Uh,
please, please
so
and please and gracias.
I'm gonna say the biggest downfall in cyber dating has been, besides the obvious of most of us not uh, being sharp communicators or having sharp mental health, but I think the biggest downfall is most people not being happy with themselves
Mhm.
and not being. I don't want to use the damn
Authentic.
term authentic self, but just being yourself.
Authentic.
Yeah, be my
The
authentic
word of the
self,
day is
like
aw. My
authentic.
daughter learned authentic.
Authentic
Uh-huh.
self.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
well, whoever that is never fucking is great. So you should just be yourself from the beginning. I don't know who your authentic self is versus yourself or your fake self, but a lot of people have this representative of who they think people want them to be or who they want them to be, but I would rather you just be yourself. And sometimes, yeah, if you're just a nasty person that burps and farts and has a disgusting car, there's somebody out there for you. It's just not me. So, let's let's not be offended. Two, I will say this much in the dating world: when people decide to be honest with you about what you have going on and you don't like it, either you can grow from it or you can uh you can be real with it. We got this one. Pics don't match in person. Tell
Don't
them,
be the
I'm
person.
telling you catch the beginning of the show, you see about the filters. And that's my
Yes,
boy.
I'm
That
watching.
that's you might have been Spike, you might have been with us when we went to the Parks Mall that time in the summertime, and that girl looked like the female ogre from Shrek. So
Okay.
you might have, because he was that's part of the crew. He was rolling with us back then when we was cyber dating. He knows he's part of the MPA, the crew.
Look, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Woo.
So anyway, um, those are the tips.
Those are the tips. Lord have
That's
mercy.
that's it. There's so much going on with
There's
cyber
so
dating.
much going on. My cousin, uh, here's some tips for you. God bless you. God bless y'all. This is
Whoo! You and T Trip.
that's another story. Lord have
Lord,
mercy.
Lord, there's a ton of them.
I'm sure I can only imagine. I
Lord, I
can
forgot about
only
that.
imagine.
But
Oh,
I'm sorry, your cousin. You said,
well, listen, I wish you much more success. I pray that I never have to be in those murky waters, but there, at least I have your tips. We have
yeah,
your tips, right?
yeah, yeah.
And just hey, take home, be your authentic self. That way, listen, I might like that. That might be my fetish. Let's do this. Let's
Yeah,
live this life together, doing all of this. But don't filter. Just show your ugly. Show your ugly.
show you
Like
ugly.
show
Look,
your
somebody
ugly.
somebody like you ugly.
Everybody ugly and
Look,
everybody cute. So
yeah.
just show it. Somebody gonna like it.
Look, somebody mystical got a baby mama, so you can have one too. So on that note, we out and we'll catch y'all next week. What do we talk about next week? We back on. We didn't even
No,
decide, did we?
no, we didn't. Hey, what? Throw something out there. That's what it's gonna be. Or just come
Bass.
back next week. We'll have something for y'all.
We can talk about bass fishing, maybe. We-
No, that ain't gonna be it.
it
I
ain't gonna be
promise.
bass
They're
fishing.
not coming back for that. That's
I
not
guarantee
gonna be it.
it's gonna be some good shit. So look, watch the page. I guarantee you. You know, we probably need to jump into something with health wise.
Oh, do
I don't
we?
think we have. We covered anything health? Like we ain't covered nothing like uh what do old people? What do 40-year-old people
Oh,
going
I got
gray?
all kind. Well, I went for an ultrasound just today. So hey, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we need to talk about them things that them regulars that you need to get after you're 40.
Okay, we'll talk
Yeah.
about some health things. That
Whew,
sounds
Lord,
good.
I heard about one of my regulars I'm supposed to get after
Uh
40.
huh.
I ain't looking
Talk,
forward to them.
talk
What
for
are
me.
these? What is these? Look, you can say, look, we got a comment. Show you ugly. There it
Show
is.
you ugly.
Yeah, we need
Show
that on the
you ugly.
t-shirt.
Be proud of your ugly.
Yeah,
Dress
look,
dress it up a little bit. Put on an earring or something. But
put some makeup
hey,
on.
it is what it is.
Spray some perfume on it. Be cute. On that note, we'll catch y'all next week.
Bye. Subscribe.
Bye.
See y'all later.
Yeah, subscribe.
Bye.